Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will learn extrude feature in a FreeCAD part design workbench. You can also visit my website mechnexus.com where I write articles and tutorials on FreeCAD, and you can also access my 3D part library of a FreeCAD. You can download the part from here and you can use in your projects with modifications. You can also access my 2D drawing library where you can download these 2D drawings and you can create 3D models with respect to these drawings. You can also support me on ko-fi.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. Your small support will help this channels to grow, and it will motivate me to create more awesome content on FreeCAD. You can find my Ko-fi donation page link in a video description, as well as you can also see my Ko-fi page URL on this header. So let's come back to our tutorial. So this is the pad features which we will learn. In simple terms, a pad tool extrude a sketch or a face of a solid along the straight path. So as you can see that we have the profile A, which is a sketch, and a solid is created with the help of this sketch. So here we will take this very simple example, and we will understand what are the multiple options available under the pad features of a FreeCAD to create a solid. So to understand this, we will create the same profile and we will see the multiple options. So we will create this square and this circle under a single sketch. So here first I will create a body, and then I will on the origin plane, and here I will select a top plane and click on the sketch. And now I will go to the model tab and hide the origin and select a rectangle tool and create a rectangle. Now here I will use the symmetricity option, select this point and this point, and select a smart dimension, and let's make it 100, and let's make it a vertical 100. So you can see that our sketch is fully constrained, and now we will create a circle at the center of this square. Select a smart dimension and let's provide it a 50. So here, before creating the extrude, the condition is that your sketch must be fully constrained. So you can see that sketch is fully constrained because it is a green color, and this color you can change as per your requirement, but keep it green color for fully constrained sketch. This setting you can find in preferences, then go to the sketch and then go to the appearances. So here you will see that fully constrained sketch is a green, but if you want some other color, then you can customize any color here, like reference, dimensional, external geometry, etc. Now when we create a fully constrained sketch, then we have to validate our sketch. So click on the validate sketch option and highlight the troublesome vertex. So you can see that nothing is get highlighted. And now here we will select the sketch and click on the pad. So here you can see the pad is created of 10 mm. So let's first I change the color of my body. Let's go to the appearances, and here I will provide the white color. Say close. So here I have changed the color because my background color should not match with my part color. Now let's see the options available inside the pad. So here, if you see, here is a dimension is given and length. So as we increase the length, our pad will start increasing. And now here is a second option is to symmetric to the plane. For example, if I make my length 50 mm and if I on this symmetric to the plane, then it will extrude 25 mm on the top and 25 mm on the bottom. To check that on the origin plane and switch to the front view. Now you can see that it is a symmetric on the both the sides. Press 0 for isometric and off the origin plane. Now let's see the more options. Go to the edit pad. Now let's remove this symmetric to the plane, and now it extrude 50 mm on the top. Now if I wanted to reverse it, just click on the reverse. So you can see that how we can reverse the extrusion on top and bottom. Now let's see the direction option. So in a direction option, it is a sketch normal. So what we will extrude is it will be normal to our sketch. Now let's see the taper angle options. So for this we will switch to the front view, and here is a taper angle. I provide the angle of 10 degree and press enter. So you can see that our part is got a taper to the 10 degree outside, but here we can also change the angle. So if I make this as a minus 10 degree, so direction of my taper will change. Press enter. So you can see that taper is created. So taper angle feature is very useful in a pad, because if you want to provide the taper, then you do not have the need to create a sketch and remove the material. You can directly do it from here. Now let's make it straight by providing the angle 0. Now again go to the edit pad options. So now here we will go with the type. So here is a dimension we have seen. This is the 2 last and 2 first, and up to face 2 dimensions and up to shapes. So here most of the options you can only use when you design any mechanical parts, then you can understand what is the up to face, to first, last, or 2 dimensions. But here we will explore some of the tools which we can understand with this part. So let's understand these 2 dimensions. So 2 dimensions means once you activate it, you will get the first and second. For example, you do not want a symmetric with respect to plane, you want odd extrusions. Like the first one I want 100. So along the sketch it will extrude the 100, and bottom one let's say 20. Now say OK. Now to see that, let's on the sketch. So you will see that we have given the 2 dimension. So if we select this sketch and this one, so here you will see the normal distance 100, and you can also measure it, and 20 on the bottom side. So this is how you can use the 2 dimension feature if you want the odd extrusion. Now let's go to the edit pad options, and now here we will create one datum plane. So let's on the origin plane and select this plane, and let's create a datum plane at a distance of let's say 150, and now say OK. Now we will rebuild this datum plane and select this datum plane and click on the sketch. Now on this datum plane, let's create a rough profile, and let's constrain it. Select dimension and provide this of 60, and let's make it a horizontal, and let's define its position from the origin to this. Let's give the 50. Now our sketch is fully constrained. Now we will extrude it. So select the sketch and click on the pad, and from here let's see the option of up to shape. So here you can see that FreeCAD automatically detected this face and created the solid. Now here you can also define up to face. So in this case we have to select the face and select this face. So you can see that solid is created. Now let's off this datum plane by pressing the space bar. So here it is created. Now let's see the pad options. So here we have understood the dimensions, we have understood the up to face, we have understood 2 dimension and up to shape. It is a very simple example, therefore this up to face and up to shapes seems to be similar, but when you create a complex mechanical model, then you will find that there are the different purposes of these 2 options. Now let's switch to the dimension one, and here you will see that if you go with the dimension, our pad is got hidden. Now it is my recommendations that instead of up to shape, always prefer up to face, because when we select the up to face, then we define the face. For example, if you see that pad face 2 means this face is identifies as a face 2 by FreeCAD. So here when we choose the option of up to face, then we particularly define a face, so it locks our extrusion with respect to this face. Now say OK. So these are the multiple options. We have understood the pad feature of part design workbench. So this is all about this tutorial, how to use the pad features in a FreeCAD for the part modeling. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.